This is Dropping Hints.
I'm Alex.
I'm Silas.
In this podcast, you'll catch a glimpse of our everyday conversations. Welcome back to Dropping Hints, the podcast where we have occasional guest appearances from our cat named Simba.
Yes, welcome back.
We don't want to make him a little jumpy.
We want to keep him there as long as we can. We don't want him to run away. You know, he's
for our listeners and not our viewers. He's sitting on our desk.
Yeah, he's on like a nice little pedestal up here. He's got his own little shelf, to be honest.
Yeah,
like he's gonna put his head through that thing. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, center of attention as always.
How's everybody's day been? Hey, we never take a second and talk to you.
Yeah,
you right there. How's your day been? Has it been a good day? I hope so. That's good. Oh, really? For real? You're not... Well, okay. You do you. That's fine. Well, anyways, now that we got the formalities out of the way...
It's like those memes about, it's always where is so-and-so or who is so-and-so, but never how is...
Everybody always wants to know where is Waldo.
Where is Gamora, but never how is Gamora.
Everybody wants to know why is Gamora. Nobody wants to know how is Gamora.
Yeah. Well, what I want to know how and why is why. I don't know where I was going. I was like,
let's see this.
Going to tie
transition.
That into
what?
Yeah.
Tie into what?
I was getting rid of cable television.
We cut the cord.
Because we just did that, yeah.
Not the umbilical. We did that one many years ago. We cut the cord.
We didn't do it.
Did. For all we know. Wait.
We're done talking
Were
about
you
it.
There? That's a reference
there?
To the there's a...
Hashtag were you there?
Hashtag were you there? There was a... Well, never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, we cut the cable.
We cut the cable.
What does that mean? For our viewers that don't understand what cable television is.
Back in the day, they used to broadcast... on radio frequency, RF, radio frequency. And there's like waves that go through the air. They travel about the speed of light. And then
about the speed of light? Okay, more or less.
Yeah, it is approximately the speed of light. Whoa.
It's getting a little touchy.
Okay.
A little jumpy.
Okay. Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm.
He's making
so they used to send these things on the air through RF radio frequency waves, and that was analog TV, right? You set up the antenna. Then they kind of made this universal switch to digital TV, where all TVs were then they had these little digital receptors in them, where they could all receive digital signals. Then they put everybody on cable. I gotta let the cat escape. Get out of here.
Let the cat out.
You stinker! Don't come back.
All right, so you were in the middle of telling...
I was just about to get to the fiber optic part. So
okay.
They then introduced cable. Wow. You no longer need to send radio frequency waves through the air, which moth and rust destroy, as they say. Now you can have a cable that runs underground, which worms destroy.
So we're trading the moth and rust for worms.
And their worm never dies,
because moth and rust affect literally waves of light.
Well, as we'll see, they're subject to interference, which is the problem. You get maybe like one wave is coming the opposite direction and they're not in phase, and then they're destructively it's a whole mess. It's a lot of math involved.
Sounds very technical.
Am I being too technical for you guys? No, you guys are smart. We have a high class in the Dropping Hints viewer base.
I think we just lost 50% of our viewers.
Well, that's a whole 4 people, so... Well, anyways, they used to do that, but then then they got cable, and then cable was the standard. That's where we got things like Nickelodeon.
Yes.
They're on cable, Cartoon Network.
Growing up, cable television was a luxury. We only had access to cable, and then the channels that we cared about, like Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon. The trinity of...
Not in that order. I think it was Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, then Disney Channel in that order. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
It depends on where you were at in life.
Yeah.
The older you got, I feel like those shifted a little bit, and
maybe
in those teen years, it was like Disney Channel. Anyway,
because they had all the live action teen dramas.
Yes, obviously. But Nickelodeon had Drake and Josh. So live action,
the greatest live action teen drama of all time.
No, but we only had it when we visit our grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Until It was one stormy night when our parents came in and said, "Kids, we're getting cable," and we got cable. I think that was probably 2013, somewhere around there, 2012 maybe.
Mm-hmm. Hard to say.
Maybe even earlier. Who knows? Who can say?
I'm sure somebody knows.
Who can say? I don't know. But yeah, so we used to only be able to watch it when we would go away somewhere, but then we got it all the time and we watched it here. Mm-hmm. And like everyone else, we figured out that, you know what? There's a million channels. There's never anything on.
Well, yeah, we have talked a little.
Except for some trash TV, which
that's
we
what I was
talked
going to
about.
say. We have talked about trash TV.
Yep.
We have talked about so when I say trash TV, I'm not going to review. You guys know. And we talk about other things like that are not
How
necessarily
it's
trash
made.
TV. Things like how it's made, modern marvels, not trash, just decent bingeable TV.
Just like nerdy shows.
I guess.
Shows that it's like, why did I just watch that? But then later on, you're like, I love to know how bike seats are made.
I'm like, I never feel bad after watching modern marvels because I can there's always something that I can just grab onto and hold on to
and
for
marvel
the rest of my life and marvel at and
in
tell
the modern
somebody,
world,
and nobody's gonna know. Yeah, it's a modern marvel. How much I can marvel at, and Jesus marveled at their unbelief, and then he marveled at the belief.
I'm marveling at this rabbit trail.
I'm just DCing. So
DC.
The point is, that's just the latest event in our life. Is that we have
we just thought you
got rid
to
of the
know.
cable. We got rid of the cable,
yep.
And we replaced it with our typical digital antenna. Whoa.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
little excited there. Digital antenna.
Yep.
Digital antenna system. And the digital antenna system picks up many TV channels.
What are you phasing into Australian now?
Just a little bit. Now I'm just moving a little bit out of it, mate. Back to be like Korg, who's kind of Australian. No Wi-Fi password, obviously. Where were we going with that? We got rid of the cable, and now we got just digital TV back. And I mean, life is but a dream. Life is so much simpler.
Yeah, you realize, you know what?
First and foremost, Alex and I, we're really not we don't. It doesn't really affect us.
TV for us is
we're just okay, that's fine.
It's there. It's
great.
Sure, watch it if you want, but
we've talked about Perry Mason, I think, before. We've made references.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's there. Great. Just you can watch it, sure, if you got nothing to do. But you're usually busy.
I usually got something to do, so. Even if it's nothing. Yeah. I care very much about my nothing times.
Yes.
Some people don't know. I just like to just sit and do nothing sometimes.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Silas.
I really just, this guy slithers into my room every couple of days and talks.
Well, I wouldn't say I slither in there. I make a grand entrance.
You slunk.
I bust down the door and ask you a direct question.
I'm sure that's how the serpent entered the garden, too.
And then ask you a direct question. Well,
he wasn't slithering either at the time, actually.
And then when you fail to answer that question in 3 seconds,
0.2 nanoseconds,
I ask a different, entirely changing the subject question.
But sometimes it takes more.
To try to it's like I'm going fishing with you, and I gotta pick and choose. Okay, is he gonna answer this? 1, 2, 3. No, he didn't. All right, next question. 1, 2, 3. No.
He didn't give me a chance. He didn't give me a chance.
Well, in this world, you gotta be fast or nothing.
Well, good thing this world is not perfect. And we don't have to, follow every single thing that the world says.
You have to have cable.
You have to have cable TV.
We do not.
Or you have to have TV at all. I know a lot of people that don't.
Yeah.
Listen, I know a lot of people that live...
Listen, you may be sitting there, or maybe you're not sitting.
To be clear,
maybe
just
you're
to
walking,
put out a disclaimer,
but
we're not jealous or envious of anybody else's situation. Either having cable or not having cable, just so you don't get the idea that that's what we're saying here.
I don't doubt our viewers that they have that idea. I think they know us well enough.
I don't doubt you guys either. I just wanted to make sure you
yeah, never a good thing
got
to
my
say
head screwed on straight
on live podcasting that you doubt the viewers. Anyway,
I never said that. I just said I
all right, okay,
I do not, as AMR
okay.
says, I do not doubt the courage of his heart, only the reach of his arm. I don't know how that applies here. It's the Lord of the Rings quote. I just took the opportunity to shove it in. Doesn't have anything to do with this, but what are you going to say?
Well, now you made me forget what I was going to say.
That was my whole plan. This is what the people want. This is what the people came for.
No, I was going to talk about we don't have cable now. There's probably a high percentage of people out there that don't have cable either and got rid of it a long time before we did. It's probably a very high percentage. I'd probably be surprised if I knew the numbers. But I think in favor of all those things, starting from a long time ago, people started doing streaming services. Netflix, Hulu, whatever else is out there on the Disney Plus. Anything else that is a streaming service out there. People have migrated to that. But we haven't. Just because it's never... Well, okay.
We don't want it.
There's a couple Disney Plus shows that's like, sure. Yeah, like The Mandalorian. Sure. I think you at one point were watching Netflix series about something. Okay. Nope. I guess not. But anyway, it's like, yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Sorry, we're just not really. Okay, this cat.
Look, I mean, like YouTube is my preferred. YouTube is my preferred platform, obviously. Yeah. You know, I mean,
there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube, but
there's endless hours of content.
Sometimes there's too much.
We're on there. I think they say that there's like 8,000 hours of video made every day. I don't know. There's some absurd number where it's like this many hours.
8,000 hours
are uploaded. Absurd. Well, it's like whatever it is. You're like every second. If they're uploading 8,000 hours every second, that's like trillions of hours.
What is that? 100 weeks? 200 weeks? I think. I don't know. This cat is absolutely insane. Yeah, so I think that I would make the suggestion to all of our viewers, reevaluate, reconsider.
Just make sure that, you know,
where you're at with your cable provider.
Well, okay, we're talking to like people our age who probably are... A lot of people listening
in the position to talk if they live with their parents. A lot of our viewers are probably in our shoes that they are in this stage of life. You can talk your family into, hey, we don't need this in our lives anymore. We can cut the cable. And then you can do it, and then you can live free. Also, you don't need a landline.
Right, they go hand in hand.
I feel like we're just realizing these things now, and I feel like the rest of the world has already gone on this.
Well, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not like
that's why streaming services were so popular. And
it's not like it hurts
so quickly.
It's not like it hurts you to have a landline. It's just like,
no, it physically hurts me.
Physically hurts you.
I wake up in the middle of the night and go, landline.
Gosh, why you got
landline?
Landline, help.
That's the only thing a landline's good for.
Call for help. Somebody take my landline away from me.
Well, then you can get Life Alert.
Life Alert, yes. Saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes. That's just enough time to watch an episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah, I don't think that guy does the commercial anymore.
Life Alert saves a life from a catastrophe every 11 minutes. Just imagine. Yeah, now they have the new Life Alerts is like really like dark. It's like,
yeah,
and there's like a person laying on the ground, visibly dead.
It's like a horror movie. It's like, geez, I get it.
You will fall. You will lay there for days or weeks at a time. It's like there will be no one to help you.
Yeah,
you will die alone on the. Like
their marketing team.
Calm yourself. Man.
Definitely just ran away with that idea and just was like, you know what?
And then
let's just do it. Let's just go all out on this marketing campaign.
Then it's like bring, and then you get Life Alert, and now your life's gonna be saved.
Yeah.
It's like I need Life Alert, but Salvation Alert. I need you press the Life Alert. Shares the gospel with.
Would you call Life Alert if like the fire alarm went off and like you couldn't get out?
Help! I have not fallen. I am standing, but I can't get out. And there's a fire alarm going off. And I don't think this time it was a child that pulled it.
Like, I don't know. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what we're talking. I don't even know what we're gonna call this episode because we're kind of all over the place.
We could call it that. I don't even know what we're gonna call this episode.
We're kind of all over the place.
We're kind of all over the place. You have been here with us for this long, and you've seen the cat go, and you've seen the cat come back, and you have heard.
I think it's safe to say Simba is probably the most exciting part of this podcast.
What do you think? Eh? He good? He cool? He not? Yeah, he's pretty cool. Look at him. Look at this cat.
He almost
he's
gotcha.
Fighting back.
Yeah, he's like.
No, he's still happy. He's just,
he likes to play games.
Yeah, he likes to be a little rough sometimes.
Yeah.
Just because we're a little, we like to give him a hard time,
Yes.
But this isn't about the cat. This is about
responsibility. We have personalities beyond
the cat. We don't know how to present them in this way right now. Okay, we're kind of scrambling.
Yeah.
But
like scrambled eggs.
Who's gonna talk last? How do we end this?
Usually
we've never really. I mean, we don't usually say this out loud, but in my mind, sometimes I'm like, how are we gonna end this? I don't know how we're gonna end this today.
I think just like that, actually.
Just like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.